Hi everybody, I'm about to show you how to fill in a people-to-people online timesheet. The first thing you're going to need to do is to fill in your email and password. You should have been sent a temporary password from our people manager that will give you access to this. If you haven't, you will need to contact us on 82709700 and ask for us to send you that temporary password. Once you've been sent that password, you will need to change that to a password of your choosing that needs to be at least 8 characters long and contain at least one number. Once you've actually logged in, you'll come to this screen, and for timesheets, the field that we're most interested in, or this section, is fill in an online timesheet. So I'm just going to click that and we'll go ahead. Now, a couple of things you need to see here. On this example that I've set up, you will see that there's a number of dates here in red. These indicate previous week timesheets where no data has actually been entered. To enter the timesheet, you will need to click into the first field, enter time, and then tab. This will take you to the second part. So in this situation, 8:30, the timesheet is 24-hour clock, which means that I need to enter 5 o'clock as 1700 hours and break is 30. So you go ahead and you fill that in, and obviously you will fill it in for the hours that you're doing with the client. Whoops, I'll go back here, I've made a mistake and put the end time there. And in this situation, I'm actually going to do it for more than 1 week so that you can see that you can go in and fill in your old timesheets if you need to. Actually, I think I'll only do it for that 1 week. Once you've done that, you will hit save, which is this little button right at the bottom of the page. We'll just wait for that to catch up with us. And here you can see on the second page, it's come through and it's brought through the hours. So on the top timesheet for the week ended the 29th of the 5th, you can see that it has totaled up the number of hours, so start date, finish date, the break, and it's done that for that week. Whereas these 2 weeks down here are blank. You now need to submit the timesheet. The client will be unable to approve it until such time as it's submitted. And to do that, you will click the submit button next to the week date. And it's very important that you do this action, otherwise the client will be unable to print it. So I'm going to go ahead and submit this timesheet, just for that to catch up with me. And you'll see that it's changed the way that it looks on our screen so that you can see it's got all the information there, the hours are totaled. It looks quite different from these timesheets because these ones still have information to be entered. Now let's say I go ahead and I'll do this one. This time I start at 9 o'clock, went through to 4 and had a 20-minute break. And again, I can come down here and save that action. So that's at the bottom of the page. And it will take us through to the next page. And you'll see that that data is in here now. The start dates, start times and the finish times. If I wanted to add a note, I would double click on the yellow add note button. And it would bring up a note, and I might say, and you can save it. So if you have expenses or there's any comments that you want to pass through to the approver, you will need to put a note in, and once you've done that, I hope that you can see it here, there's a little pencil line or a little pencil across the note which indicates that a note has been left. See how it's totaled up the hours, and I will go ahead and I will submit this timesheet. So now it's telling me that the The total timesheet hours that I've submitted are for 78.67. You can see this here at the top. You can see the 2 timesheets where I've got actions entered, and this is this week's timesheet because I'm doing this on a Monday, and you'll leave this blank until next week or Friday when you're entering a timesheet. Because I've submitted these timesheets, the client can now go through their login or their link and approve those timesheets. Thanks. I hope that's been most helpful.